just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when they try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure.
What's happening, good people? I hope that everybody is having a great start to their week. Today we got some special things that we're going to be sharing with you today about how to become a millionaire legally here in 2024. So I'm looking forward to sharing this with you guys. It's more so the mindset that you're going to need and the strategy behind it. And if you follow these techniques, the odds of you becoming that millionaire that I know you could be is going to be pretty good. So I appreciate you guys being here. If it's your first time here, I do thank you. We are live Tuesday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Tuesdays is our Dollars2Cents podcast, where we talk about the mindset and business techniques, strategies. On Wednesdays is government contracting, and on Thursdays we talk about different tools and systems that we utilize to help us as small business owners. So make sure that you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Share this live feed out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners so they can level up their business as well and figure out how to become legal millionaires in 2024. In the meantime, make sure that you are taking the opportunity to network too. Put in the comments where you are tuning in from, or if you watch us on replay, make sure you let us know where you're watching it on replay at. And last but not least, go ahead and put in there, I'm a millionaire. It all starts with that mindset. As I said, if you don't believe that you can become the millionaire that I'm going to be talking about today, then the odds of you hitting it is pretty much going to be slim to none. So believe it when you type that I am a millionaire, and when you come look back on this next year, you look through the comments and see that you was claiming that millionaire. And most importantly, you took the action steps needed to become a millionaire. You're going to feel a whole lot more satisfied. So that's why we put that in there. Anyways, guys, I'm Dr. Davis, man. I've been doing this entrepreneurship, business ownership for over 11 years now. Got started right out of college. Thank God, I learned government contracting early on. But one of the keys to government contracting is just having a successful business, period. And I think that's what a lot of people forget, especially as you're looking at content on the internet talking about government contracting and things of that nature. You know, the government's not in the business of building a business, right? The government is in the business of purchasing products and services from businesses that are already put together. Now, can you get started in government contracting? Yes, I'm not saying that you can't, but at the end of the day, the goal is to build a business. Now, the reason that we build business is honestly for time freedom. Now, of course, it's to protect ourselves and things of that nature for commerce and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the point of the business is to create sales that have no cap on how much you can make. Because if you continue to just work forever, you know, there's labor laws in place. You know, if you go overtime, you got to pay double the money as the employer and all this stuff. But for the most part, everybody's going to work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. So there's a cap to how much you can make, as well as you got to go to sleep, right? The body can't just work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, you got to go entertain yourself. You got to, have time, vacation, and all of that stuff. So it limits how much these two things can make. These two hands can only produce but so much revenue because it is the body, right? So if you stay in that lane, I kind of already know what the future looks like for you. But when you jump over here into the business entrepreneurship side, the reason that we build the business is because we can create systems that can process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to the point that when the body wakes up, you've already made $10,000 before you even get out of the bed. That is the purpose behind this stuff. Now, of course, people mix up my words when I say the purpose. The purpose is to serve the people, right? You're creating these systems to serve people and help people out, whether the people are government or other businesses or, consumers just like me and you, right? So, of course, it's to serve them, whether it is a product or a service, but at the end of the day, you're going to get payment for this, okay? Right? You're going to get paid for your intellectual property, techniques, strategies, whatever it is that you're doing, right? So I've simplified this so you can just start to have your mind shift here and understand business is just numbers. And what I've learned over the 11 years of me doing business, when I first got started out, I was really working really, really hard. And I still work hard till today, but it's more fun stuff and strategies and whatnot. But in the beginning, when I was working hard, I didn't realize that the real business is learning how to move money. If you can learn how to move money, you can do any business. Because that's honestly what you're going to be doing as the head of the business, is moving the money. What do I mean by that? Since I don't want you working in the business, right? Because we got to be on the outside. We got to bring in the sales, right? We got to watch over everything. Since I don't want you working in the business, now it's moving money. So if I was managing and running a project by myself, it's, well, how much do I cost, right? At my job title and my location, a zip code and a job title tells me how much you cost. For $80,000 a year, I can put somebody else in this position, pay them $80,000 so I can go make $300. Well, I don't have $80,000, Travis. This is why I'm telling you got to be in the business of moving money. Because I can go get a loan, pay the person not a full $80,000. It's $80,000 over 12 months. So what is a monthly salary look like for that individual? Because that's how much I'm going to need every month while I recoup the money in payments. So I may only got to pay, and I'm just throwing a number out there without the calculations, $4,000 a month for this individual that allows me to make $10,000 a month. So now I'm moving money. I'm taking the loan. I'm paying the $4,000. I'm waiting for the other money to come back for the $10,000 that I charged the customer. This $10,000 comes back. I pay off the loan. I got a little more profit. Now I'm just continuing to move money. At some point, you're going to get to the capacity of what you've created. It just needs more money. What do I mean by that? I need another person. Another person is just more money that I need, right? So now I go back to the loan machine because I've met my capacity of two people. Their two hands can only produce me $300,000. By me adding another $100,000 to my loan, just throwing that out there, and you don't need $100,000 because remember, we're not going to pay this person $100,000 out in a full year. They get paid every month or every 2 weeks or whatever you work out. So by me adding another person to the equation, I go from making $300,000 to $500,000 by just adding this one person simply because I moved the money. Now in 2024, we no longer have to do this with people. We can buy AI. We can buy systems for automation. These are the same things as people. The only difference is the system's only going to cost me $4,000 a year to where the person's going to cost me $8,000 a year. The system may have monthly charges in it for data and all of this stuff that as much as I process, it only costs me an extra $25 a month to send all the messages and automate everything. So now, again, I'm only looking at a total cost of like $5,000 to generate $300,000 before I ever had to bring in a person. That one person cost me $80,000. So I'm moving money again. It's just in 2024, it doesn't have to move through people like it used to have to do back in the day. See, I know when people tell me that they're millionaires, I could just say, well, how many employees do you have? And I could just do the math in my head because I know no one person is running a multi-million-dollar company, especially when it comes to government contracting. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is there are individuals that are running multi-million-dollar businesses, but they're utilizing the internet. Completely different story if you tell me that you're selling things on the internet. You can sell things on the internet by yourself because you're investing in the proper systems. So then if you show me your systems, then I can immediately know if you're making $1 million or not. See, that's just how simple it is. So again, today, I'm going to simplify this equation for you. So by the time you leave off of this live feed, you're going to be able to know how to make $1 million on the internet. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about doing it for the government. And then on Thursday, we're going to talk about wrapping it all together with a system that can do it all for you. Right? So again, make sure that you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs so they can figure out how to become a millionaire legally in 2024. Before I dive into this thing, let me give a shout out to the people that I see here in the building. What's going on, Timothy? I appreciate you being here. Another millionaire. Z, what's happening with you? We got Courtney in the building. Don't forget, guys, check Courtney out. He's an admin here in the community, as well as he does go live to show you guys exactly how he's doing government contracting and utilizing SB money flow. He's coming on this Friday, usually does Mondays at 7. But of course, you know, we got things that come up. So he's going to be making that up actually this Friday. So make sure that you guys are checking us out here on YouTube. I believe he's talking about certifications. So I think that's what I've seen. So make sure that you guys are tapping in with Courtney there. Appreciate you again, my brother. We got Dexter in the building. What's going on with you, Dexter, out there in Irving, Texas? Appreciate you. Anyways, let's dive into this thing, man. So first things first, I'm going to be sharing and teaching with you guys today the internet. Now, if you guys see here in the thumbnail, I have all of these social media handles on there. And again, I'm going to tie all of this in together so you can get a better understanding of why you can become a millionaire so fast in 2024 by utilizing the internet. Now, again, I like creating wealth, right? Part of creating wealth is generating money faster, and then we turn the money into an employee. So I'm not here to say that you have to build a business for 11 years to become wealthy. First of all, I don't know what wealth looks like for you, but I do know it all. Anybody who tells me something about wealth needs more money. Okay, so we could just get past that. How much you need, I don't know, but I'm also for certain that it needs to be $1 million or more. So my goal is to get everybody $1 million. So when you follow this technique and just simplify things, eliminate all of the words when it comes to business and all the different niche categories, just get rid of it for a second. And I need us to focus on the numbers and it'll all start to make sense. So I like to play this game of zeros. Now, I made a video previously on my YouTube channel that you guys can go back. I believe I even titled it Zeros or something like that. And it'll go more in depth. But I'm going to show you guys this millionaire vision here, right? So if we got a millionaire vision, guys, this is just what I learned. Oh, man. Guess I need to turn this on so you guys can see. Now, with the millionaire vision that we got here, right? What I learned here is that I could play with the zeros and it'll all make more sense when it comes to selling. And at the end of the day, you have to sell. You're not going to get to $1 million if you don't sell something. Like Denzel, I'm leaving out of here with something, right? So if you want to get there faster, figure out what it is that you're going to sell. I prefer to build a business around selling products and services. Some people just focus on products. Some people just focus on services. Now, at the end of the day, the reason why I focus on both, because everything's a product to me. The people that work for my company, to simplify the equation, I just see it as a product, right? That product costs me $28 an hour. I can lock that product in for over 4,000 hours a year. I multiply that by 28, and then I say, okay, this is the cost of me acquiring the product. I'm going to sell the product for $52 an hour. Every time that product goes to sit down, which is clocking in, I get over $20-some an hour for them sitting down. And I'm just throwing numbers out there. Don't quote me on that stuff or anything. And that's why I just look at things as a product. So now, once I realized that and started playing with zeros, I said, well, wait a minute. If I want $1 million, I got an option here. If I just move the zeros, it'll explain how I got to build my business. If you're an introvert, which a lot of people say they don't like to talk to people, they don't like doing all that stuff, chances are you don't want a lot of customers. You don't want to get into the entertainment industry. You don't want to be an online influencer or any of that stuff, right? You just want to make your money, solve your problem, and go on about your business. Well, this is real easy. If I move the zeros, well, I just need one, right? I can sell one thing at $1 million, and I just made $1 million. Now, I'm going to ask you guys in the comments, what is one thing that can make us $1 million, whether it's a product or service? Where can we just, at one deal, I just need one deal that can make me $1 million. Put in the comments any guesses that you guys have on making $1 million, and I'm going to go on to the next one because we got to move the zeros. So again, the next thing, well, okay, the goal is still to make $1 million, but Travis said I got to move the zeros. So I got 10 over here, which means that I can take a zero away on the left-hand side. So that now brings me at 100,000. Well, now that I'm at 100,000, that means I need to sell something that cost $100,000 10 times, and I make $1 million. Now I'm going to keep going down this because, again, this will explain everything if you pay attention to the numbers. So again, I want to make $1 million. So Travis, move the zeros. Well, 100. Well, now I can move the zeros. And I only need 10,000. Once again, I can keep moving the zeros. That's 1,000. So I only need 1,000. I hope that you guys are realizing all we're doing is moving zeros. And again, I could keep going on and on. So now all of a sudden, well, it's the people, again, all of this will start making sense because now I need to go 10,000 at 100, 10 at 100,000, and 1 at $1 million. Now, again, the left-hand side is my dollar amount. The right-hand side is how many, the quantity of it. So what is that there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you guys have been following me for a long time, I tell you guys I create a 7-cart system. The reason I create a 7-cart system is because of these zeros right here. I want to make sure I can capture every cart with a proper system in place that can do this while I sleep. Now, the higher the dollar amount, the harder to close. But what you will realize is in order to get $1 million with selling something for $1, I need 1 million people. That's pretty damn hard to do. I mean, when's the last time that you ran into 1 million people? And I can keep going on. When's the last time that you ran into 100,000 people? And I'm not even just talking about running into 100,000 people. Not only do you have to run into 100,000 people, but when's the last time you got 100,000 people to buy? That's pretty hard to do. Well, we got to get 100,000 people at $10. So when people tell me like, oh, I'm about to become a millionaire at $10, and I can see your system doesn't know how to get in front of 1 million people because I already know only 3% of the people purchase on the internet, and you don't even know how to get in front of 100,000 people, let alone over 1 million people. You have no system in place. I know you're not going to be a millionaire because the zeros, there's no emotions behind what I'm saying. It's just common sense. The zeros. You can't get 100,000 buyers because there's no system in place to get you in front of over 1 million people. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys today how we're going to do that. We're going to crush this. By the way, my people on Instagram, if you want to see the whole live feed of it, click the link in my Instagram bio. Come over here, join us on YouTube, and you can actually see the full screen of what we're doing here. Now, I asked you guys in the beginning, what one thing can I do to make $1 million? Because honestly, to me, that's the easiest route. Dealing with 100,000 customers, dealing with 1 million customers, dealing with 10,000 customers, it's pretty stressful, guys. Whether you know or not. Hell, dealing with 100 is pretty stressful. Dealing with 1 is not stressful. It just takes time to find the 1. It takes the same amount of time that it's going to take you to put together the system to get 1 million people. So why not do both at the same time? That's why I have the 7-cart strategy that I teach you guys. So let's take a look in the comments here real quick. Timothy hit it on the money. I don't know. Look, I've been in the business for a long time. This customer has over $4 trillion a year that they spend. I didn't say billion. I didn't say million. I said trillion. Do you know $1 million isn't even 1% of the amount of money that they spend? So I don't even have to guess. One deal with this customer lands me $1 million. That's why I teach you guys government contracting. This is why I tried to tell you guys to focus on government contracting, because one contract can completely change your life just according to the numbers. There's not too many customers in this world that just one deal can produce me $1 million. The government is guaranteed to do that. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't have to research that or anything. They got it. Another place that you could do $1 million is business, big business. Large businesses have $1 million. Fortune 500 companies are large businesses. They have $1 million. They spend money just like the government because they got the government contracts. And they ain't got no $1 million government contracts. They got like $2, $3, $4, $10 billion contracts with the government. So once again, $1 million isn't even a percentage of their budget. I know they got it. That's the only two places that I can go get $1 million from with just one deal. Now, you say the internet, I said just one deal. I didn't say 100,000 customers on the internet, just one deal. It's either government or large business with a contract in place. And chances are, you don't make that $1 million that day. That $1 million is going to be stretched out over time. So again, that's the customer that can provide that. So at the top, we already know. Well, we know that this is going to be contracts. So we have to create in our ecosystem, in our business processes, how do we go obtain contracts? You don't have to do this on a daily basis, but in your week, you need to have programmed in where I'm trying to obtain contracts from either government and or large businesses. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. One contract at $1 million, it literally collapses time. See, when I see people out here working for $80,000 a year that they're getting taxed at over a third of that $80,000 in the tax system, plus they got to pay home, they got to eat, they got to entertain themselves, they got utilities. They only really see about 3 to 4% of their money if they're good stewards of their money. Because they got 401k and all this stuff. So for 365 days a year, all they get to see is 3% of the $80,000. You can't become a millionaire like that. But by this formula right here, well, what if it takes you 6 months to find the one contract that makes you $1 million? Well, you was just okay working for 10 years and you still wasn't going to see $1 million. So I don't care how hard it gets for you. I don't care if it takes you 3 years to figure out how to land that one contract at $1 million, but you got to have it incorporated in your ecosystem that I'm always going after large contracts that can change my life. And you have no choice but to get better every time that you go after it. So that's at the top. Now, let's go down here to the bottom. You know what? I'm not even going to start at $1. We in 2024. Ain't nobody selling nothing for $1. So we're just going to go ahead and scratch that out. What are some things that you guys could do at $10? What's something that you could sell at $10 to 100,000 people? We need 100,000 people to buy this thing. At $10 a pop is what we're selling. What is something that you could do? Now, here is a kicker when it comes to this. Now, this brings in this whole middleman strategy. You can make the most money the fastest when you create your own products. But in the meantime, if you don't have the resources, knowledge, skill sets to create your own product, We're in 2024. That's okay. According to the numbers that Travis got right here, he said remove all emotions and just focus on the numbers. Well, the internet allows me to sell other people's stuff. So if I'm just looking at the numbers, I need to find a product out there that I can talk about every day that gives me $10 worth of profit. See, now this can help change your mind because, see, most people, when I ask them about this $10 thing, they always thinking, what can these two hands create to sell for $10? I didn't say that. I just said you need $10 of profit. So now what are some things out there when you start to really think about, well, wait a minute. I could go resell somebody's food and make $10 of profit. I could go resell some paper or books and make $10 in profit. I mean, the sky starts to open up because it's just $10. But I love it. Ebooks. Oops, let me move this over here. See, I got too much going on my screen. I got to move my message. Ebooks. Shout out to Deshanti. Deshanti's another admin in the community too. I appreciate you for being an admin, but absolutely ebooks. And if you guys don't believe me on ebooks, shout outs to Tony the Closer, man. I was laughing at this the other day because I be telling people, and this isn't any knock at Tony the Closer, just FYI. This is just business, right? And this is most of your influencers on the internet, whether they're talking real estate, credit, government contracting, insurances. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff, right? They're selling their courses and their ebooks. And at a $20 course or something, or a $200 course, to get 100,000 people to buy it is pretty damn good on the internet. And now it goes back to what I was telling you about the numbers. Well, I can make $100,000 on the internet way faster than I can through the process of selling a house. Like a house, I got to go through rehab. I got to go through an inspectors. Like it got to be put on the market. We got to go through this bidding process or whatnot. Like that's a long time. Well, the internet, I can just go create an ebook. I can go create a course and sell it on the internet. And I mean, in no time, I can make that $100,000. And then according to the ecosystem that we live in, if I don't want to pay the full taxes on that $100,000, then I got to dump it back into real estate. And that's what's really happening. So again, I'm not here to knock what's going on. I'm here to just tell you the truth. And the reason why I say Tony the Closer, because he I seen something come up on my Instagram that he had a new Instagram account, and I went to go look at the Instagram account, and he's literally telling you on there how much money he's made through e-courses and automation. But that was the real estate guy. Honestly, the real estate guy is just making a lot of money off e-courses. Again, I'm not knocking it. I'm telling you to do it too. Because we're in 2024. We want to make legal money. Now, if you're not comfortable with creating your own ebook or creating your own course, and when I say course, okay, this actually takes a couple of things away right here, because the $10, well, that's the ebook. That's that cart that I was telling you about. When I say the 7-cart system, well, for $100, guess what we could do? A course. The book and the course, they go together. After you read the book, you could take the video course, right? And I got that at a price of $100, and then I go to $1,000. See, this is how you create your carts and you create your business. All right, so now I got the book, I got the course. Well, at $1,000, maybe I'll do a group, Group. I'm spelling like Ocho Cinco. A group program. That's at $1,000, $997. Now all of a sudden I got my group program going on at $1,000. Well, then we get up to $10,000. Well, $10,000, okay, that could be my done for you system. I don't know what you want to call it. But for $10,000, we'll go ahead and knock that out for you. That's $10,000. Now things start to change because the way that I processed a $10 sale ain't going to be the same way that I process a $10,000 sale. Like the odds of somebody clicking a button and closing out at $10,000 is going to be slim to none. So my whole strategy and flow has to completely change because I've stepped into a new ballpark. The customer that is spending $10 will not be anywhere remotely close to the same type of customer that's spending $10,000, but they'll be in the same industry, right? This is why we're telling you to understand the customer that you want to go after. See, the person that's getting started in your industry probably wants to buy the ebook. The person that's already doing pretty well in the industry but sees themselves growing even more will probably get your done for you services at $10,000 because they can see how it makes them $400,000 or $500,000. They understand the return on their investment. They understand that they can put $10,000 into your processes, procedures, and products, and that will give me 100% returns instead of investing in real estate or instead of investing in the stock market that may give me 18% returns. Well, this one they get to control because they're betting on themselves. And again, there's no cap. So they get it. They understand spending $10,000. But again, most people are scared to charge this amount because they keep talking to the people that's spending $10. When you understand this cart system that I'm telling you about again, what you end up doing is creating a flow for every level. So when you're out in the streets and you understand, you can hear because we service people, right? No matter what level that they're at, when we hear that they're at the $10 level, we already got the system in place. We could tell them to go visit the link govconcheatcodes.com and click on the link in the top left-hand corner and you can find my $10 product. When I'm out there in the streets and I hear that my customer is ready to spend $100,000 with me, well, guess what? I already got that process in place. I give them the link and I tell them, hey, schedule a call with my team. And then this VIP alert goes off and lets my whole team know, hey, put down whatever you're doing and cater to this person that's $100,000. Let's make sure that they got the call scheduled, that they got the link to the call, that we know everything that we possibly can about the person before we even get on the call. When we get off the call, that we follow up with them, that we send them the contract and everything that we need, because that flow ain't the same flow as my $10 personnel. And I've had $1 million. I was about to say as a person, but for government contracting at the $1 million is just the paperwork. Completely different flow than $10. But when I put them all together, what ends up happening is I don't need 100,000 people to enter my ecosystem. All of a sudden, what ends up happening is I need, one person at $1 million is always the goal of what we're trying to do. But what's going to end up happening is, matter of fact, let me slide this over here a little bit, just like that. Oh no, I got to slide this over here. What's going to end up happening is this, guys. All you're going to end up doing is saying, well, wait a minute. Well, since I got the 7 cart system open while I was asleep, I got 200 people. Oops, got to turn my pen on. Went off on me. I got 200 people to buy my $10. I hope y'all are understanding that. So I got 200 people to buy the $10. Then I got 50 people to buy my $1,000. And then I got 3 people to sign up for my $10,000 opportunity that I'm going to get on a call with them this week. That system alone is closing out $100,000 in just 1 week. Why? Simply because I created the flow. That's it. And now you may be saying, well, okay, Travis, I get what you're saying right here. It's starting to make sense. But how do I truly capitalize off this? Well, again, if we just think about the numbers and we understand the amount of people that we got to get in front of. Well, now I go back up here to the title. If you guys are picking up what I'm putting down so far, somebody drop a fire emoji down there in the chat. I got to make sure that you guys are understanding what I'm telling y'all. That's the only way that I can understand that you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Or put the money sign, whichever one, fire or money sign. Drop one of those down there in the chat. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners, because we're about to get busy right now. Okay. So now that I get the numbers, if I want to sell a $10 product and I need 100,000 people, the same way I asked you $1 million, y'all said government contract. What do you guys think is the fastest way that I could get a $10 product sold to 100,000 people? And it ain't just got to be a product. This could be a service too. I wouldn't advise you to do a service at $10, right? Because I'm just saying that because I don't want your mind to think when I'm saying this that it's always got to be a product or a service. It should be both, because remember, I treat service like products. $10, okay, I could get a $10 return every hour off of an employee. That's still $10 to me. So understand that 4,000 hours, $10 an hour, you can multiply that and understand how many $10 you just got right there. But $10, the fastest way, the fastest way to sell these $10 is literally going to be the internet. And it's going to be those things that I got right up there at the top. Now, if you don't believe me, I'm going to Google this real quick. And you guys can Google this too. How many users are on IG? Instagram has over 2.4 billion users. We just need 100,000 of them. The same way that I told you the government spends over $4 trillion every year, and $1 million isn't even 1%. Well, Instagram has 2.4 billion users, and the 100,000 that we need isn't even 1%. Well, wait a minute. How many users does Facebook have? 2.9 billion people. Now, of course, there's a mix and a match, but tomato. That's over 4 billion people in 2 platforms. 4 billion users in 2 platforms, and I only need 100,000 of them to sell $10 to. Or what about TikTok? TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users. Or what about LinkedIn? LinkedIn has over 1 billion active users. So just in those 5 platforms, we've got over 7 billion people that we have an opportunity to get our businesses in front of. See, y'all getting caught up in the entertainment of what they put on the internet. The girls with no clothes on, the goofy guys doing goofy stuff and slapping themselves and just all types of stupid stuff for entertainment value, because YouTube is paying them a couple bucks and Instagram is paying them a couple bucks that they can run ads and keep people's eyes glued to that thing right there, right? But what I'm telling you is not to play around with these platforms, because just the law of zeros that we just went over, there's an opportunity for our lives to get changed right there simply because of math. With over 7 billion users, the odds of me finding 100,000 people at a very low price of $10 is pretty good when I put the right systems in place. So how does this work, Travis? Well, every single one of those platforms are nothing more than search engines. See, I need you to just get all of the emotions and the words and all of this stuff that people talk about. I need you to get it out of your mind. And I need you to understand that every single one of those platforms are just search engines. If you don't believe me, what did you go to YouTube for this week? You went and you searched something in the title. How did you find me? You went and you searched something in the title. You may have been watching a previous video that you searched for, and then YouTube recommended this based off what previous people who searched this video and watched it, they wanted to see this next. All of these platforms are just search engines. And all of them search a little bit differently. So you got to understand the platform and how they search. But the objective of every one of them is for you to find your tribe that you can serve. You can't serve 2 billion people on the platform. So let's just get that out. But you can absolutely serve 100,000 people on a platform that got over 2 billion people. So my objective every day that I wake up is to create the content for the 100,000 people that I'm looking to serve. That's it. Nobody else. I don't care what people put in my comments that hate it. I don't care if people disagree with what I'm talking about. If I know I'm talking to my customer, that's the only person that I'm worried about on these platforms. And again, your life will start to change. Now, how do we make it make sense, guys? Because look, the platforms are cute. I see people all the time. I need a bunch of followers, but guys, the followers, that ain't what make the money. That's the entertainment stuff that I keep telling y'all about. Remember, we just need 100,000 people. So if I take this and I go, okay, well, we got Facebook, we got IG, we got TikTok, we got LinkedIn. What else was I missing right there? And we got YouTube. See, most people are trying to create this content. Let me put these circles around them. They're trying to create this content, right, for each one of these platforms because they think that makes them money. Well, this is cute to me, right? But if you don't have the proper system in place, none of this matters. So since each one of them is a search engine, you should be figuring out how to make the best content to force people to stop, or when they search on that search engine, you pop up. And then the next objective, once you can get them to stop scrolling on you, the only objective next is to get them to get off of that platform. Now, some of the platforms like TikTok has a TikTok store, right? So maybe you keep them on there because you want them to buy right there. But honestly, I wouldn't do it like that either, because any one of them can ban you at any time that they want. But if you follow this strategy, you're not worried about that. So like Instagram is trying to ban me. I don't even know what for, nor do I care. Can't see the screen. Y'all can't see the screen? Hey, it's showing on my side that y'all can see it. Hope y'all can see it. So now that you got all 5 of those platforms, and trust me, there's more. Your objective is this. You create the content for each one of those, and each one of those need to funnel down into your system. That's it. How do you funnel all of them into your system? Well, pay attention to the influencers that you follow. They tell you to DM them a word. They tell you to comment a certain word. They tell you to text a number or a word to a certain number. They say, click the link in my bio. All of these drive things down into your system. We see the bottom. Dang, I'm not sure what it's showing. Yeah, all my screens are showing as up correctly. Let me take a look. Is anybody else? I can see it on YouTube. All right, cool. Well, that's all I'm worried about. Y'all got to get on YouTube. Well, it says she's on YouTube. I'm not certain. So you guys see my system, Dollars2Cents.com. That's my system. I control that system. So every time I create a piece of content, my objective is to get them to my system. How do I get people to my system? I collect data. How do I collect the data? In my system, I have to give them something in exchange for their contact information. And ta-da, I just open up Pandora's box. It's just that easy. And now every day I get on a platform that got over 1 billion people on each one of these platforms. And my objective is to find the 100,000 people that I need. Now, Travis, you just told me, well, only 3% will be buyers. So if we know that only 3% of the people will come in to be buyers, well, I probably need to get in front of 3 million people. You see how things start to change all of a sudden? You see why the internet gets a little bit more tougher? Because you got to figure out, how do I get myself in front of 3 million people so I can get 3% of them to turn into buyers? That's on the internet. Now, that's for all of my $10 stuff. Once I start getting past the $1,000 marker, the $10,000 marker, the next easiest way to find those customers. And again, I'm giving away all the secrets right here that you guys see process in front of your face, but you may just not understand it. Once I start getting over $1,000 to $10,000, the next easiest way for me to find that customer, because remember, we're going to create content on the internet, run ads and things of that nature to this pieces of content to find those people at $10, $100, all the way up to $9.97, maybe even to $1,500. But once we start stepping up to $2,500 up towards $10,000, the strategy got to change. Now, I can still technically find some people through that $10 method that I'm telling you guys about. There are going to be some people in there, but I want to make it easier. The easiest way to find these people are right here. Conference. Workshop. That's it. The reason why it's easy to find here is because it is in person. I could trust you a little bit more in person. I could feel a little bit more comfortable swiping a card for $10,000 in person. I feel like it's scammers on the internet. Funny thing is, the scammers are looking at you in your face in person. They on the stage. So what you'll see is a lot of these people get on each other's stages, because when you get on the stage, you get to raise the dollar amount. If you got on stage and you told me, you putting down all of these facts, and then you tell me that you got something available for me for $10, you're not my person. You too cheap. But if you get on the stage and you tell me that your program is worth $10,000 with just 2 payments of $5,000 over the next 2 months, or 4 payments of $2,500 each over the next 3 months, whatever you want to do, well, you sound a little bit more convincing. So what you'll notice is the influencers do this little circular rotation, right? Like one person will have their event and whatnot, and then they'll invite their friends to the stage, and then they get affiliate commissions. The affiliate commissions is like $500, which is one of the carts that I just showed you about. So they go, well, wait a minute. If I can bring 2,000 people in the audience where my close rate is no longer 3%, it's more like 20 to 40% closing, And I got my own stuff that I'm going to close at 10,000, but then I can bring 6 other people that I'm also going to get $500, $1,000 or something of each one of those. Well, I just get to collapse carts 10 times faster. This is why you see people doing events all the time. I know I'm giving away their secrets, but I don't care. Because you need to start processing these type things. You're going to become a business owner. You got to learn how to create the carts correctly. Now, again, I showed you guys all of that about search engines, but you got to really understand, how do I utilize the search engines? Now, before I go any further, once again, I invite you guys to join the community, Dollars2Cents.com. Once you get there, go ahead, click on the tab, community at the top. It's completely for free, so you can stay updated with all our information. Also, make sure that you guys are joining us over on YouTube. I got tons of training sitting right there on my YouTube channel. And when you're there, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share whatever video you're watching out to 3 other entrepreneurs, business owners, so they can get educated as well. But guys, we have an amazing program available for you guys. It's called my Middleman's Club. Inside of my Middleman's Club, we got 2 different programs going on. You can go to Middleman's with a S club.com and figure out which one you got going on. Now, I'll tell you guys straight up front, my consultation, it costs $99 for 30 minutes, and it should cost more than that. This is cheaper than my consultation call. What's going to happen is you guys are actually going to meet with me 2 times out of the month, every month, depending on which program you get. If you get both programs, then you're going to meet with me 4 times a month. But the second week and the 4th week of every month, I get on with you guys for an hour, and we break down these middleman strategies. If you want to focus on government contracting in the middleman strategy, on doing it legally and correctly, we talk about that in there. And literally, it's about you. You bring what you got going on to the table, and I will help you strategize your way through this. The regular Middleman's Club is what we're talking about today. How do you sell things on the internet properly? You got to learn how to sell on the internet, and that's what we're talking about every time in this Middleman's Club. You can become part of both of them for a very low dollar amount. You guys may not be believing me, but I'm telling you, my regular Middleman's Club is going to cost you $59.99 a month. The GovCon Middleman is going to cost you $79.99 a month. And if you want to do both of them, it's going to just cost you $99 a month, what is the price of my 30-minute consultation. So for those of you that's looking to book 30-minute consultation, I would just advise you, jump in the Middleman's Club and get on the call, and that I'm going to just answer the questions just like I would the consultation call. And you guys will have me every month. Once again, that is Middleman's with a S club.com. Get yourself registered there today. Now let's dive back over here, because, and I'm running out of time. I'll probably get done at 9:45. I try to keep this in an hour, not unless we get 40 or 50 people on the live feed. Then maybe I'll go longer. But anyways, I don't want to keep dragging this on. Now, what I have, guys, and you guys actually see this too. Let me share my screen here. Turn this off. Turn this on. Now, if you guys notice, I can't see it. Oh, yeah, you can see it at the top. Now, I put all of this together back in 2018. What is this, 2024 now? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's 6 years. This is how long I've been doing this. I just don't talk about this stuff, guys. I talk to you guys about government contracting, but how y'all think I got here? Right? It's because this is all the stuff that I do. And I'm not going to go over all this. And trust me, a lot of these sites have changed because we got TikTok and all of that stuff. All of them wasn't available. But absolutely, a lot of these are still active, and you should be using, from the Yelp, the Pinterest, the Quora, sports blogs, of course, Facebook, YouTube, things of that nature. The reason why is because everything is a search engine. And if you want to become an influencer or be seen for whatever product or service that you're trying to sell, well, we are competing competing with a bunch of information on the internet. So guess what we have to do? Provide information. And we have to provide the information for what people are searching on that platform. And when we drive it all back to one site, what ends up happening is all of the search engines, the real search engines like the Googles, the YouTubes and things of that nature, the Yahoos, what they start to do is say, well, wait a minute. This person just searched how to do government contracting. Who out there has created the content for how to do government contracting? Well, the search engine's going to look for reputable sites like Facebook, like Pinterest, like YouTube. And it's going to say, hey, YouTube, who do you suggest as the person that knows government contracting? YouTube's going to say, well, according to my algorithm that we created for our search engine, this is the best person for government contracting. And guess what? You made sure that you fit every government contracting term in the right place for YouTube's optimization. Then Google's going to come over and it's going to say, well, okay, well, Pinterest, who do you got talking about government contracting? You need to be right there too. And you need to be the person that figured out Pinterest algorithm for government contracting. So when Google calls on it, it says, hey, this is the person. And it's the same thing for LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. They're all the same. So when somebody comes to a Google, when somebody comes to a YouTube and they search, they find you. And not only that, when they find you, all of your information drives back to your system. You will become a millionaire in no time if you focus that way. So right here, again, we talk about all the sites that you guys should have up there. What do we say? Hey, you should spend most of your time on content, and your content must have keywords on it. The keywords is your business. This is why anybody today could wake up and talk about weight loss. The problem is that you're going to be thinking, well, I'm big. I can't talk about weight loss to the people that have seen me be big all my life. They're not going to believe me and they're not going to buy from me. But what I'm trying to tell you is people on the internet looking for you for weight loss. And they want to come along with your journey because you got 100,000 people on the internet that's at the same point that you at right now. They just waiting for you to talk to them. Guess what they doing? Searching on the internet for weight loss journey information. I mean, it's just that simple. But you keep counting yourself out. So if we start to focus on that content for them, you'll be found. But again, you got to put the content on every location. And you can't be lazy about it and go, okay, well, I created a YouTube video. I'll just copy and paste the YouTube video to all of these locations and it's up. Well, you didn't figure out the algorithm for that platform. When it probably would have just took you an extra 5 minutes to learn how to properly post that content on that platform. Now, again, I go over all these different platforms, but when you start looking at niches on the internet, these are the 80 top niches on the internet that people buy. Fear of public speaking, pest, gout, seduction, adult dating, pheromones, protecting children, nail fungus, scabies, yeast infections, Kindle authors, cold sores, anger, cellulite, sinus, acid reflux, backache, allergies, stop snoring, eczema, weight loss, stuttering, save marriage. You can just pick one of these and start creating content and you'll find people in no time. People search this stuff every day on the internet. But here's the thing, guys. You got to understand the difference between niches and keywords. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. You must understand what the difference between a niche and a keyword of. This is one of the biggest mistakes that majority of you guys make. Now, here's what I mean behind this. I'm going to give you an example. If I come down here and I say, okay, well, if you wanted to target the travel niche and one of your keywords is travel to France, then guys, you can't say that my keyword is travel. No, it's just way too broad. You're going to find all types of jargon. Instead, you got to niche it down. And you got to say, like, the top 10 places to travel while you're over in France. And I was that by the name of a city, but I don't know any cities over there in France. But you see, I get real specific now. So when the people who are traveling over to that area in France type that in just like that, because that's what people type in when they're trying to travel to that location, you pop up. You're going to pop up because you kept using those words over and over and over and over again. It was in the title of your YouTube video. It was in the description of your YouTube video 15 times. Not 15, I'm just exaggerating. You said it in your YouTube video 15 times because the YouTube video is actually listening transcription. You wrote it in the article, travel to France, whatever. You created blogs. Your Instagram content also puts it in there. Your website, you've created a website that's dedicated to traveling to France, whatever. And the words just keep being repetitive over and over again. And when I say the words, I'm talking about your keywords. Now, again, you have to understand during the difference between the niche and the keyword. I got some examples here. Let me see where it's at. Where did I put them? There we go. Now, look. Let's say that you're in that weight loss industry. See, people would say that their keyword is weight loss. No, that's the niche industry weight loss. Your keyword should be how to lose weight quickly. That's the whole string keyword. How to lose weight quickly. The title becomes how to lose weight quickly in 2024 for your YouTube video. In the description, Dr. Travis Davis goes over how to lose weight quickly in 2024. And then you say, if you really want to lose weight quickly in 2024, these are the steps that you should do in the description. And then when you open up the video, you say, hey, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to lose weight in 2024. Then you go write an article that the title of the article says how to lose weight in 2024. And throughout the article, you flip those words around multiple times and you say weight loss in 2024 to lose weight in 2024, losing weight in 2024 weight loss journey. I keep just playing around with these words over and over and over again. They're all spread out, but it's the same keyword string. So now when people search, I'm found. Because the search engines say, well, wait a minute, this person keeps talking about how to lose weight quickly. They have utilized it over 100 times and it all pushes to one resource. That one resource is my website. So when somebody puts in Google, how to lose weight quickly, I pop up on the first page. Because Google talked to all of those other platforms and said, hey, who's the best person that knows about how to lose weight quickly? All the platforms say, well, this person's doing it correctly. And then it says it all directs it to this website right here. Every single one of them go, well, you know, I got links in my blog that points it to this website. You know, in his description of his video, he put the link right here that points to this website. So I believe this website is the resource of how to lose weight quickly. See, when people don't do this stuff, this is why, you frustrate me when you say things ain't working. You just ain't working correctly. Yes, this stuff takes work. But this is life-changing results that can happen right here. Now, the beauty about AI, back in the day when I did this in 2018, y'all seen at the top of the notes, this said 2018. I had to do this shit by hand. You don't even have to do it by hand no more. I'm showing you guys in my Middleman group how we can scrape websites, we can scrape articles and just let the AI not only recreate all of the articles, but post it too. This is the era that we in. So when people ain't taking advantage of this, like all you're doing is crying to me. And there's an opportunity out here to change your life. You over here every day searching on all of these search engines and you just consume content. And not one time yet have you stopped crying and complaining and said, well, wait a minute. The platform got 2 billion people on it. I only need 100,000 people to change my life and make $1 million at $10. I only need 1,000 people to change my life at $1,000. Like, this is just simple math right here. And we got the resource to make it happen. And people still complaining. So again, keywords, seduction. Well, that's a niche. You don't target seduction. Instead, you target the keyword. How to seduce girls. How to kiss on the first date. Seduction training online for simp men. Because you know the simp word is the big thing right now. If I would have built this in today's time, I'm sure I would have put the word simp right there because that's an active word that everybody's looking up. It's really this easy. Now, there's a couple websites that you guys could look at. I'm not even going to go into, but BuzzSumo is where you could find viral content, right? And you can spin off of the viral content and turn it into your niche. But again, we want to utilize things that have already won the search engine's algorithm. So for instance, you can go on Instagram and any piece of content, like you be seeing these voiceovers, right? People take the audio and stuff and then they remake it. Well, that's just the search engine. They realized this music or this voiceover creates this much traction, but they're just doing it for entertainment. What if you use that same voiceover, but you said, click the link in my bio in yours, or you said comment below up under yours in the copy? Watch what starts to happen. Now, this is one of my favorite websites, answerthepublic.com. Matter of fact, let's take a look at Answer the Public. Answer the Public teaches you a lot of information. Answer the Public, I could come in here and say basket weaving. Right? Hit enter right here and Answer the Public will say, well, wait a minute. This is all the stuff that people are searching when it comes to basket weaving. I'm going to make your job really, really easy for you, Travis. If you just pay attention to what I tell you, you can become the category king or queen for this. Now, you can only search but so many times on Answer the Public. Now, of course, this is 12,000. Matter of fact, I'm going to change this because basket weaving, as you guys can see, the search volume is pretty low. But let's say like hair braiding. Or no. Good weave. Popped in my head, man, you know, ladies. Oh man, did it cut me off already? Let me try that out again. Good weave. I only did one search. I didn't search anymore. Oh man, they cut me off. Let me see if I can go back. Can I go back to my, all right, we're going to have to go with basket weaving. All right, anyways. So what happened here with Answer the Public, you come down here and it'll tell you what people are searching. And the brighter it is, the more searches. So the brighter this tab is right here, let me zoom in for you guys. All right, so the brighter this orange is, the more they're searching. So what is basket weaving in the Philippines? Well, guess what? You need to go make a video about basket weaving in the Philippines. What is basket weaving degree? You need to go make a video that says, what is a basket weaving degree at Yale University or something of that nature, right? But I'm making sure this string stays the same because this is how they are searching in Google. I can't change the search. If I change the search, I don't get found. So I need to now write an article that says, what is basket weaving degree in Italy, right? Or whatever you want to put after that. I need to make the video that says, what is basket weaving degree in Italy? I need to make the YouTube or the Instagram content about basket weaving in Italy. I need to make the website about basket weaving and have it in Italy, right? Like now, again, I got links in 30 different places that's all talking about basket weaving degrees in Italy. I just win. And then tomorrow, I'm not going to do basket weaving in Italy. I'm going to go, what do basket weaving people do in Italy? Then the next day, I'm going to say, what does underwear basket weaving mean in Italy? And next thing you know, in 30 days, I am the king of basket weaving in Italy. And according to the algorithm, I should have 12,000 people searching for this every day. If I multiply 12,000 by 365, let me pull up my calculator here, my old nifty calculator. Oops, I'm pulling up wrong stuff. Calc. Now, if I multiply 12,100 by 365, I get almost 500,000 people. Now, off this very bad search term, basket weaving, which I told you I would not choose this, but off this very bad search term, in 365 days, I'll get in front of 500,000 people, and that should make sure I make my $1 million in basket weaving because I only need 100,000 of them to purchase it at $10 a pop. But imagine when you got the 7 carts that I told you. Oh, I said 500,000 people. I'm tripping. That's 4.4 million people. My other 4 was hidden over there. So in 365 days, you get in front of almost 5 million people. The odds of you landing your 100,000 is going to be slim to none. It's going to happen because you're answering their problem. And you took your time out of your schedule to serve them by making sure you created all of your content correctly, the way that they can find it. It's literally that easy, guys. But again, when people make this stuff harder, it will get harder. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to share with you guys in my notes. Once again, I'm going to go over all of this stuff inside of my Middleman's Club. Now, if you guys don't know how to create a product, okay, or a service, I'm going to teach that to you guys too. And again, all of this stuff becomes easy if you create your own product. So like, I just need to go back right now. It's even myself and make like SB Money Flow review, SB Money Flow bonus, SB Money Flow downloads, SB Money Flow black hat, best SB Money Flow system of 2024, right? It's just literally me utilizing my keywords. Now, if you guys aren't good at, or you want to create your own product, you can create, or when I say create, you could buy people's creations. It's called private label rights, white label rights. You could buy what they created and put your own name and brand on it. Supplements are like this all day long. Again, we can come right here, and this is going to be the last thing that I share because we are definitely going over our time here for tonight. I hope that you guys are enjoying this information. Once again, drop a fire emoji down there in the chat if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, or a money sign. Either one works for me. That's the only way that I know that you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Now, if I come over here and I say, okay, well, I like supplements because, if you're truly helping out your people, if you're helping them make money, chances are that they're going to need to get healthy too. So that could be that other cart that you create in your system. Well, the reason health works is because of supplements. And the reason I like supplements is because you got to use them. So you could take any supplement in your house. I mean, even something like Sudafed, right? And you could just look at the ingredients on the back. So I don't care any vitamin that you take, whatever. I don't care what it is. Look at the ingredients. And then you can literally come over here and say, white label supplement that are vegan and have whatever ingredients in there, omega-3 in it. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, you'll find the same manufacturer that's probably producing the exact same vitamins and supplements that you're taking right now. And all they did was slap their company's name on it. So I can come right here and all of a sudden, this company will tell me what I got to do to purchase this product and put my own name on it. They'll print the labels and everything right on this company. It'll be my name, my logo, and all the active ingredients. The reason why this happens is because, guys, most of the people that create these vitamins and whatnot, they're scientists. They're not salesmen. They know how to create the solution, not how to sell the solution. So they say, well, wait a minute, look, it cost us 50 cents to make the solution, to create the solution. We'll give you rights to the solution for $1.25. I don't care what you do with it after $1.25. Just let us get our money and you do whatever you want. Put your own name on it, Brandon. We don't care. But this is available for everything. Again, it's white label or private label. So we could do PLR real estate. PLR is private label rights. I could do PLR real estate, and them same books and blogs that you reading from your influencers that make them sound like such gurus. No, they paid $13 for a PLR pack. And the PLR pack gave them the book that they said that they became an author all of a sudden. No. They bought the book. They could have ran it. Well, what I would do right now, buy the book, run the book through a chat GPT and tell it to change it up to put it in my words and my name, reprint the book, put my cover on it that I made on Canva, and now I'm an author. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even have to do that. You could buy this book, change the cover, put yours, and call yourself an author. The chances are, though, somebody may read the same book because there's a lot of lazy people in this world that did that exact same thing. And they go, well, wait a minute. How both authors saying all the same thing? But PLR products, you can go buy your PLR products right now. You can make courses or whatnot. You could buy the course, right? I could do a PLR real estate course, right? And I could buy a real estate course right now or a credit. Let me do that because these fake credit gurus be making y'all think that they real smart. But all they do is they just come here and they buy the PLR stuff for credit, right? And now it's the internet. It's all about who can create the most content and put it on all of these sites that I just showed you, because then you become the person of influence. Not because you really know the information, but because you're resourceful. All of the resources, you're on all of the platforms, the search engines, and they say, well, you got to be the person. You took your time out and put all of the information here. You got to be the person for this individual that's searching for help. Now, again, we got other systems in place that you don't need to go by the PLR. You just need to use our AI system and it'll do the same thing with you. And I'll be sharing that with you guys on Thursday. It's just as simple, guys. Once again, I hope that you guys picked up what I put down today.
It's just different.
I hope this information was valuable to you guys. Don't forget, you can join the Middleman's Club. We're going to be meeting this Wednesday, actually, in the regular Middleman's Club to talk about this stuff this Wednesday at 7:30. You don't want to miss it. Go to middlemansclub.com, get yourself registered so you can really learn about the internet. And then most importantly, I'm teaching a whole lot of automations. And this ain't just about SB Money Flow, but this make.com right here that everybody's going to have access to. And I don't need you to really technically learn how to do make.com. It'll be best, but this is what I'll be going over this Friday. But I got a whole bunch of things that I've already built for you guys that when I share this with you guys in the group, all you're going to have to do is change the stuff to your accounts. So literally, when I'm talking about creating blogs, I got the whole AI machine that's going to create 50 blogs for you, and not just create the 50 blogs for you, but it's going to post them to those sites. So if we look right here, we zoom in here. What does it say? We're taking the blogs that we got off of other people writing a blog. So this is going to go search those reputable sites for things that are already viral. It's going to take it. It's going to rewrite it in your words. And then it's going to spit it out in a tweet. It's going to spit it out in a Facebook post. And then it's going to go to this thing called Airtable for you to check, click a button, and then it'll post. You're going to get access to all of this stuff inside of the Middleman's Club. We talk about viral posts. Again, I'm going to make this that all you got to do is sign up for make.com and you'll be able to load this whole thing up. So yes, I'll show you guys how I did it, but you ain't going to have to figure out how to recreate it. Just load it and then go back in and change from my Instagram account to your Instagram account. It's going to be able to take that viral content, create the articles, and then what does it do? Create a Facebook post, create an Instagram post, create a LinkedIn post, create a tweet. Give me a viral hook and a script that I could create a video about it. And then just do it. Again, all of that's going to be done for you because we're in a different time right now. We're in 2024. I told you the stuff that I did in 2018, it ain't the same no more. The game has changed. YouTube, same thing. You make these YouTube videos. I got the stuff right here that literally, because I don't have time to answer all of these YouTube. Oh man, I ain't been sharing my screen with y'all. Man, let me change this over here so y'all can actually take a look at what I've been showing y'all. My bad. Let me go back. Oh man. So make.com is going to be like this. Again, I'm going to share this stuff with y'all Friday. But I've already created all of these for you guys. That this is going to go out there, find viral posts, go back through AI, different AIs, because ChatGPT ain't always the right one. Then it's going to create your tweets, your Facebooks, and go to an app so you can just click a button and say, okay, I like that, post it. But again, I didn't stop there. Like, I looked at all of this stuff, viral posts. We want to look at your Instagram. People talk about you want to grow your Instagram account. Well, again, and I'm showing y'all on my Instagram just to test out the feature. I got stuff posted on my Instagram. I don't even know what it's posting right now. I just wanted to make sure it works. Now, again, I can take people's niche. We can go out there, find the content, and it's going to transcribe it, summarize it, create a viral script, give you the hook. It's going to give you a score. And then it'll go ahead and give you the whole thing. So you just got to turn your phone on and make the video that it told you to make, reading the script. And if you're a person that's like, well, you know, Travis, I'm not really one to do the talking and things of that nature. Well, that's okay too. We got a whole automated system. Is this the one right here? That literally we're going to do the exact same thing. It's going to take that script that it just got right there. It's going to go through these bots, create the subject. It's going to go to 11 Labs where you have created a voice in 11 Labs. The script that it's going to get from AI ChatGPT is going to go into 11 Labs. The voice and the character that you create is going to make the video stored in Google Drive and then email you to let you know that your video is ready. And then you can just go back and post it. That's for my people that don't like. See, I tried to eliminate all excuses that I hear out of my community of why you can't move forward. You talk about you can't make viral posts. Well, once again, we already did this. You can find the viral post that we already got built out. It's going to scrape it, turn it into a Facebook post, an Instagram post, a LinkedIn post, a Twitter post, give you the viral hook and script so you can make your own video for it. All with AI. And again, I'm going to be showing all of you guys this stuff inside of my Middleman's Club. We already shared with them the email one. I had people telling me, well, Travis, I got too much time in email. Well, guess what? I built the AI bot that will literally read every email that you got coming in. It'll go to a GPT, which is just an AI bot that we created. That's your assistant that's going to read what it is that you programmed it to be your assistant, get an understanding of the message that came in, create a new message, and then put that new message in a draft folder for you. So when you're ready to send this out, you can read over and just click send in a draft folder and then you're ready to go. I just saved people tons of times. Matter of fact, I just sold this to one of my clients for $500 a month because they're about to get rid of their assistant. The assistant that cost them $120,000 a year. I'm getting rid of them with this small little script right here. So once again, guys, these are the things that we're going to be sharing with you guys. These are the things that we're going to be teaching. Make sure that you guys are locked in. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Drop a fire emoji down there in the chat or a dollar emoji down there in the chat, money emoji, to let me know that you guys picked up anything that we put down today. I am getting ready to close this thing out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to dump them in the chat before I get out of here. Other than that, while I scroll through here, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in with us tonight. Don't forget, we are here Tuesday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I try to only do an hour, but as you guys can see, sometimes I get a little long-winded. I got a lot of information in this head of mine. So it's kind of hard for me to get it all out in an hour every now and then. Sorry I'm late to this. What happened to your GovCon course? I'm still interested. It ain't go nowhere. GovConCheatCodes.com. We ain't go nowhere. It's just I'm a walking encyclopedia information. So, I'm trying to help my small businesses, period. And government contracting is just the customer that I teach y'all about. I realize that a lot of y'all ain't got no systems and stuff in place. And I'm not one that's going to lie to you guys and make you think that you're going to become a multimillionaire government contractor overnight. Instead, it's a process. And if you're willing to build a business with is putting the right systems in place and respecting the process of business, then you can become a multimillionaire and create wealth for yourself. I don't look for one-hit wonders. There's other people on the internet for that. It just ain't me. But yeah, we ain't never going nowhere. It's still here. GovConCheatCodes.com. I've been using Answer the Public for years. Is that giving away the sauce? I'm telling you, man, Answer the Public is my go-to. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me here tonight. Once again, we'll be back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time zone going over some government contracting information. Make sure that you guys bring your questions too. This is open times for you guys to ask whatever questions you want. I don't charge you a dime and I answer them right here on the spot. But please don't DM me after I get off of these lives asking me business questions because you're wasting my time now. This is like my pro bono time. I do it every week. So you adapt to me. I don't care if you got to take a lunch break or do whatever you need to do. You adapt to my schedule if you need things for free. And my schedule is every week, Tuesday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time zone right here. Don't be scared about asking a question. And if you want to really ask a question that you can't type out, you can always visit Dollars2Cents.com, all right, and just click right here and ask a question. If you come to Dollars2Cents.com and ask the question, which I probably got to reprogram that again, as I can see it spinning. This will bring you on this live feed, so I got to go back and look at it. But you will be live right here with me, so you could talk it out instead of trying to type it out. So if that's something that you guys want to do, I'll have that fixed by tomorrow. But that's Dollars2Cents.com. I wonder if my other one, TravisKnows.com, should also have that available as well. So if you remember that site, TravisKnows.com, it should have all the information here too. Let's see if join live feed. There you go. So TravisKnows.com got the correct live feed. You'll just click right there and it'll bring you on this live feed and you can ask your question live instead of typing it. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'll holler at you guys later. I love you all. I hope that y'all have an amazing evening. Looking forward to talking with you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, this will go off when the music goes off. Love you all. Enjoy your night.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, you gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't